First off, before we get started, I just want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart that has either sent me a DM, donated to the GoFundMe page, or just been there for me in more ways than one when it comes to the whole situation with my nephew JJ. I really appreciate everything that everyone is doing, has done for me so far, as well as for my family. We all thank you. If you have the means to, please donate. The link is in the description. And I can't thank you more from the bottom of my heart and what it means to have this platform and for the amount of support that for the amount of support that I've had and my family's had for this entire time. So thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
My God, is he beautiful. He has an OnlyFans? Where's my wallet? Alright. Seriously? Man, I wonder why he had to troll me like that. You know what? Why don't I just ask him?
Hello and welcome to another episode of What If It's Cool, the show where we talk about anything and everything that is cool in the world today. I am the only option, Daniel Paul Crow. On this episode, I have a sit-down interview with Harrison Quinero. We got a little bit of detail about his backstory, as well as how he got into the professional industry, and also what he finds cool. It's going to shock you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Somewhat Humble on the Way to the Top with Harrison Quinero. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be part of the show. I know that you've got millions and millions and millions of women that would love to spend time with you, but you're spending time with me. So I do apologize to all the fans out there, but he's mine for right now. So just take a number on that one. The first thing
can't always kick goals, bro. Sometimes you got to kick a point. You know, is what it is.
The first thing I should point out, so I showed a photo of you, the one that's located right here, to all my female friends, very close friends, and the first thing they had to ask was, "Are you single?" And I'm speaking on myself as well. Are you single, one?
Am I single? Is that a question, bro?
I had to ask for them. They're pulling my arm on that one. You know what I mean?
My man, I'm single, but by choice. I'm looking for someone who can match my energy, and right now, that just ain't getting it.
Ladies, you know how to find him easily. If they can match his charisma, his wit, and just those amazing eyes.
Put it this way, bro. Yeah. Honestly, like if I'm a 10, do you reckon I'm going to settle for anything than like less than a 7?
Well, you can have a 7 and a 3 together, maybe, or maybe even a 7 and a 10 as well, man. You seem like the kind of bloke you do that.
Harrison Quinero is for the ladies, but he's also quite clean as well. Plus, it's Australia. This is full of not really my type. I plan on going overseas. I plan on taking over the world. I plan on hitting up the Fed, and that's when we'll see the ladies come our way. So let's focus on it then.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Now we're just rock and rolling.
All right, so Wesley, I wanted to know, how did you actually get into wrestling? Who inspired you to get to where you are now?
Well, it's a bit of a tricky story, man. Like, I've always been a pro wrestling fan, but I was in a bad way after I finished high school. A lot of people got to realize that I'm only 23 years old, and a lot of the time in high school, I spent time abusing substances, drinking a lot. I had no direction in life whatsoever. COVID hit, I started going to the gym out of something I made in my backyard, just some makeshift weights, a little multi-machine, built up some size. Then one day on Facebook, I saw a little ad from Alan Payne. Now, Alan Payne is one of the greatest minds in Australian wrestling history. Very misunderstood, very outspoken, but God bless him. And he put out, I'm looking for someone. Give me something. Give me some character. So I dropped a little promotional video for him. And he said, hey, man, I like it. Let's do something. And the ball got rolling from there.
Where did you train exactly?
So when I first started in the wrestling business, I didn't train. And right now, when I look at it, is probably the dumbest decision I ever made, because what we do is not a joke.
No, it's
What
not.
we do, we're putting our lives on the line every time we work for a promoter, every time we work for a crowd. We're at risk of getting dropped on our head. We only got one neck, we got one back, we got one body as a whole, you know, we don't want to waste it. So I didn't train until I did a little session at a very old school out in Melbourne's western suburbs. And as a result, man, it kind of tarnished me from the start. And I might have been blackballed by a lot of people, but it was one night at, I believe it was MCW Ballroom Brawl. I'm a big MCW fan. I always have been since I was a kid. I got sat down by a talent by the name of Gabriel Eros, part of the Pereira, who
Right.
loved his work.
Mm.
And I basically dropped that on him, and I have never gotten such a stern word in my life. And I needed that. I needed that wake-up call. So I'm so thankful to have had that conversation with Gabriel. And it's changed me since. And we've just been floating around, trying to perfect our craft. Obviously, no one's going to be perfect. But if I can garner as much experience from as many places as possible, I'll be happy.
What do you say? I know he's a very private person as well, but can you share what the words of wisdom he gave to you there?
Basically, just told me to pull my freaking head in, you know? That's the best way to put it. And I needed it because I was very babied in this business. I had a lot of opportunities come to me very quickly. I got a hot head. I was cocky. I was brash, and I was very open about it. So I needed that stern word. I needed to be put in my place, and I'm very thankful for it.
Just out of all the people that is going to give you the ass kicking for that, just never expected it to come from him.
Brother, I'm not scared of nothing, yeah?
Yeah.
But the one thing I don't want is my head kicked in by the Paria, because they'll do it. And they'll do it, no worries, bro.
Did you see them at BCW very recently? They just the beating that they gave to the national classics, the natural classics, and also to the sexy Greek boys. That is something that should not be taken lightly. They are a very, very menacing team, and I, for one, am a fan of the Paria. So, guys, if you're listening to this or watching this, please don't kick my ass.
I did see
I'm
they
very
always
terrified of them. Oh,
with the Macedonian, the Greek flags, that could have gotten ugly.
Oh, mate, I haven't released the broadcast of that, but that whole environment,
Bro, from what I've heard, SGB deserve it.
Well,
Sam and Levi, sorry, they probably deserve it. But the natural classics, while I'm on the topic of great workers, I have nothing but praise for those boys. You'll never see professionalism at its finest in Australian wrestling on top of those boys.
100%
They
agree
are
with that.
driven, they are headstrong, they know exactly what they're doing, and they're going to go far in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you on that one. I've been a very big fan of them since I started watching local Australian wrestling, and yeah, I've seen Tome, and I think I even was at Stevie's debut. Just seeing them grow and where they are now, it's just absolutely fantastic, and it's kind of like how I'm seeing you now. I saw talent in Stevie from the get go, and from the moment I saw you, I didn't actually see you wrestle first. I saw you do a promo first, and just the intensity that you put in your promo.
Well, here's the thing, man. I have a way of words, and I don't need to swear to get myself over, because there's kids in the crowd, bro. They need to hear that. How I get fans to hate me is not by swearing at them and giving them crap. I say words they don't know and they get confused. It's hilarious, brother.
That's a smart way to do it.
Illiterate people in the world, bro. But I make time for some of them, you know, because I'm a good guy.
Did you went to the school of Jake Roberts to get that sort of mindset? Because it sounds like something out of his playbook.
No. So I wasn't even in the wrestling scene when the time Jake Roberts dropped by the MCW school. I can list a few of my mentors off by head.
Go for it.
I look for qualities of a Harley Race, a Kerry Von Erich, Bret the Hitman Hart, and George Hackenschmidt. Those are qualities I look for in a professional wrestler and how to mold myself as a professional wrestler. Oh, Triple H as well.
Yeah.
Because, again, this is a serious business. And I say the word business because it's not fun. What we do is work. You might be able to have some fun with your mates, have a laugh, but when you're in the ring, you need to be serious. You need to screw your head on, and you need to realize that you're getting paid for this, and you're a professional. People are coming to see you. Give them something they don't see every day.
Exactly. Well, yeah, we're just going into this bit, but we've just kind of missed the mark on this one. Tell me about your debut match. When was it? Who was it against? And what happened?
It was horrible, man, because like I said before, I'd spent about 10, 15 minutes training, learning the basics. My rhythm was off.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking. I didn't know what to do. I was trapping myself. It was against a young man by the name of Geordie Sparkles. And funny enough, that match set off the catalyst of how I started to improve myself. There was another professional wrestler in the crowd. So I wrestled 2 matches that weekend. I wrestled at VPW, which was my first match ever, and I wrestled at APW, which was my second match ever.
Yep.
There was a professional wrestler in the crowd. I won't name him because I'm not like that, and I don't like drama in professional wrestling. He was sat next to my family who had come to watch my second ever match ever. And he spent the whole time, obviously unaware of my family, trashing my work, shitting on me, saying how bad I was. And for most people, that would upset them a lot. And for me, it did because my family was there. I don't want my family to hear that. It also lit a fire, man. It also lit a fire. You will look back now, and I'm working with so much intensity, so much more drive than I used to. Because on top of the Gabriel Eros comments, because on top of that talking in front of my family, it lit me up, bro. And I promise you now, I'm unstoppable. You might get a lot of people in wrestling saying, oh, that Harrison Quinero, he's untrained. A lot can change in a year, bro. A lot can change in a year. And you line me up against any wrestler in Melbourne now, I promise I'm going to stomp their head into the ground, bro. Back on topic, though. My first actual professional wrestling appearance was at APW Ground Zero. I'm still extremely thankful for everything APW has done for me and the opportunities they have given me. It's a great place down there. You should go down and check them out. Quality wrestling every time you're there. I debuted as the muscle for Alan Payne, even though he was twice the size of me. This man is just built. I thought I was built like a Greek god, bro. This guy is just incredible. And he wrestled Zane Zodiac. We had some great things planned out, but then Alan blew his knee out 5 minutes into the match.
Oh, no.
It was the most shocker of a debut ever. But I was working on a professional wrestling show. For me, that was incredible. And if I had stopped right there, I would have gone, you know what? I've done what I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. I was on a wrestling show. I brought my childhood wrestling character to life. I was happy. Then like the next day, I'm like, I want more. I want more. I don't want to stop, bro. I want more. I just want to soak it in. And, I want to take everything the state has to offer me. I want everything this business has to offer.
So it's safe to say that you were bitten by the bug there. It just sounds like just seeing your eyes just light up like that. It's like, all right, I've got my first test.
The bug bit me and got a taste of my blood. And I said, we want this.
I like the way you think, my friend. Very, very right way to think. I'm on the right mindset with you on that one. I just because I do vaguely remember this match. But what actually happened? Because he blew his knee. But was he running or I can't remember what happened here.
Alan's not a man of many words. I think it was no one was to blame by any means. I won't go any further because I don't like talking the business to the outside world, but it was just nothing could have gone worse, essentially.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this is something we can never plan out. I mean, no one goes out there and go, oh yeah, I'm gonna bust up my knee.
Brings me back to the point that every time people are in there, we risk our body, we risk our lives. It is not something to play around with.
But here's the thing:
professionalism in our shows. We need people looking after our talent. Your talent are the reason that people are walking through the doors. Get medical staff for them. Get them food. Look after them. Ask them if they're okay. It's not that hard, but it's a necessity.
So speaking of this, because you are pretty young at 23 years old of age doing this. I'm actually 36. Jeez, I'm fucking old. 36, brother. Oh, thank you, mate. That's the Filipino genes in me. to do something like this, I know when I was your age, I actually did question if I ever wanted to do wrestling. I actually tried to do MMA at that age. Didn't get really far with it, but my main factor is I didn't want to get hurt. What is actually something that's motivated you to continue doing this? Because you are right. One action can lead to a lifetime of pain, or in some cases, no pain at all anymore. You know.
I was bitten by the bug,
else?
man. Sorry, the bug bit me. That's the best thing I can say.
Mm.
Every time I go to a professional wrestling show, I feel happy. I feel in my environment. When the crowd cheers or boos me, it's like just hook it to my veins, It's the best feeling in the world.
Right.
And I'm very thankful to have not become bitter to this business like so many other people have.
And it does happen quite a lot, doesn't it? I don't understand how a passion can just turn into that. But at the same time, being a singer for many years, I know for me, I got bitter. But I think with this industry, it's becoming more and more common. Is it because hey?
You use the word passion there.
Yeah.
What I can say is passion doesn't result in business.
Yeah.
Pro wrestling is for everyone to watch, not to be involved in.
Right.
Sometimes people are very, very used to getting what they want. And unfortunately, you're not always going to get what you want in professional wrestling. If I got everything I wanted, I'd be a 3-time WWE champion right now. But such is life, my friend.
Yes.
We roll with the punches and we're professionals. What makes you a professional is how you're able to bounce back after what's happened to you. I can get pinned tomorrow by someone who's 5 foot tall and 48 kilos. I don't care. I know I'm going to bounce back because I'm good.
All right.
I know it's not going to keep me down.
Well, you're very resilient by the sound of it, and I think that's what we need to have. Not only in the wrestling industry, but just in life.
Well, look, man, when you've been let down so many times, you just learn how to do it yourself, honestly. It's the easiest way to get done. Don't rely on people. And that's why I tell these other wrestlers, why are you relying on the fans to get you through matches, bro? Why are you relying on them to cheer you on and buy your merch? I don't want their merch money. I don't want their I just get done. There's an exception for a few fans that I do tolerate. People up in VPW, I do tend to lean towards them more because they were there for me for a very, very stressful time in my life. The rest, I don't care. I'm not going to take a photo with you in the street. I'm not going to take a photo with you in the show. I'm not going to let you buy me a beer. I don't care.
See, this is the part where we kind of see different eyes. I want that merch money because I love money. I always smell money when I see it. I'm just like, yep, I'll go do it. But that's just me. I guess I'm just hungry for money.
We all love money, bro, but I'm not going to depend on fans to give it to me.
Fair enough. Speaking of the fans, though, you fucking trolled me, and I did tell you this off camera. Why do you not have an OnlyFans? Why do you have that in your bio, in your link, in your shared links, and you trolled everyone? Because, god damn it, I wanted to see it.
Because I know people want to see it, bro, but I'm not going to give it to them. I don't care what they
want.
Why
not? Come on. A young man like you with a body like that needs to show it off. I think, everyone, including myself,
like that,
need to see it.
For a professional wrestler, like a professional wrestler, but anyway.
Think of the money you're going to make with that.
I'd rather go to work. I'd rather be dependent on myself than depend on the fans to give me their money. And besides, they need that Centrelink money, bro. They need that to buy cigarettes and VB. So they can keep it, bro.
Right.
If they want to see me, go to my Instagram. I'm verified now. You know it's me.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, I just noticed in the last 2 days that you got verified. You bastard. I'm so proud of you for getting that done. But
so proud of me for spending $25.
Is that how you did it? Is it?
The masses don't need to know.
No. We won't tell them shit about this.
Again, they need that $25 to buy cigarettes and junk food and McDonald's for their 10-year-olds, That's life, bro. Not everyone can be a baller, but, I say that as I sit here in my Versace robe.
That Versace, I thought it was Gucci.
No, it's Versace, my friend.
Oh, yes, it
It's
is.
very,
Very
it's very
nice. Very
obvious
nice.
Versace. I don't blame you for getting it wrong. I mean, if I was you and I saw this, I'd go, "What the is that?" But that's
Hey,
cool.
look at me, man. Do I look like I have style with anything? I mean, I've got a
Well, you're
like a
wearing the
$2
Jason Crash
haircut.
t-shirt, so no, you should replace that by requesting a Harrison Quinero t-shirt.
Do you have any merch that we can actually get?
There will be some coming out very soon.
Mm. And you're happy, for us to pay money for that.
I'm going to be very selective who I give it to.
Okay.
I don't want my face being strung around on a t-shirt of some nobody, you know? I want people to go. I want to be treated like Gucci. Harrison Quinero merchandise is going to be treated like Gucci, brother.
Okay. So I'm guessing
Selection, you
I'm
can
guessing I'm
wear
not
it.
going to get any.
We'll see how we go. We'll see how this interview goes.
All right. That's fair.
Again, some people can wear it with pride. Some people can wear the knockoffs from Bali. You know, it's not for everyone, but you can feel good.
Mate, if people are knocking your merch, I think you've made it. I think if you gone to the top.
So here we go, man. That's where I intend to
go. What has been your favorite match so far of your career?
I don't have a favorite match, bro. I'm not a mark for myself. I can give you a favorite or a most fulfilling moment in professional wrestling, though.
All right.
Walking on stage with Alan Payne and Kellyanne for the first time in APW, and I believe the event was called High Voltage.
Mm-hmm.
Kellyanne was one of my favorite professional wrestlers when I was younger,
mm-hmm.
and that stood out to me because she was a woman.
Yep.
Women's wrestling wasn't huge back then, but she stood out to me because she projected the character. So when I get told I got to work with her, it was the most incredible feeling and the most full circle moment I've had in professional wrestling just yet.
Yeah, she was incredible back in the day. I was saddened to know that she retired.
Sadly, some people just have enough of her, man. And she's living her best life, and I'm so thankful for her and all the opportunities she gave me. I'm so thankful for it. And if she is listening, I doubt she is because she's probably off all the social medias. Cal, I love you to bits. Alan, I love you to bits, and I hope I'm making you proud.
Oh, you are, mate, because you are a star, you know, and I think you know that.
I try to stay somewhat humble.
Somewhat humble. Well, you know, you call yourself the red flag, so you know I think that's very humble because you're having that warning. It says, girls, you know, I'm a bad boy.
My favorite match is coming up though.
Oh, there's one coming up. Let's have a listen to this.
In December 12 was meant to be Harrison Quinero Appreciation Night. That was meant to be the best night of my life. Unfortunately, things went wrong, and I had a bottle wrapped around my head. I was out for 8 weeks with 2 bursted arteries, 5 stitches in my skull, a concussion. I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't go to work. It was the worst time of my life, and I want revenge. At BPW, they narrowly escaped. But Hex, Zach, and Tobias Crane, I told you I'm coming for you. You can hold me off all you want, but it's not happening. So I'm going to break the news for a special show coming on Saturday, April 29th. Victoria Professional Wrestling presents Don't Hold Back. I'll be on the poster, so you know it's a good one. I'm challenging any member of the Crane family or all of them. I'm going to hurt them.
All right. So this just sounds like a lot of hate there. And you know what?
That's what I'm going to be straight up about, bro.
Mm.
I don't like hatred in professional wrestling. I'm a humble guy outside of wrestling. I'm not the character that I portray. But this is more than professional wrestling, bro. This is my livelihood. This is my life they took time out of. So I'm going to take their heads. I'm going to grab them like the Gronks they are. I'm going to slam it into the ground. I'm going to kick their heads in. I'm going to make them swallow their teeth. I'm going to kick them in the mouth so hard they'll be pissing shoelaces for a week. This isn't over until I say it's over, bro. I'm a killer. I might play a character of the red flag. He's a boy. He's a character. Ooh. But bro, you have no idea what they've gotten themselves into. They have no idea who they started a fight with. So I'm going to end it, bro. And it's going to end bloody, and it's going to end brutally. I wouldn't take your kids to this show. But if you want to, bring them along. I might teach them a lesson in life, not the Harrison Quinero. Excuse my swearing. I don't mean to swear.
Mate, this is what the school you can say whatever the you want, you know?
I prefer not to swear.
No, okay, no, I get you. But we, that's why we got the bleeper button on that one.
I get
Right.
passionate sometimes.
That's what this show is about passion, about, promoting yourself, but also just, feeling the energy. And we can feel it
While
on this
I'm
one.
here and I am promoting some stuff, VPW is a great company, but I also really want to talk about two other companies in Victoria right now who I feel
Yeah, go for it.
MXW is
Mhm.
a Porsche-based company, and I don't have enough nice things to say about those boys. As much as I want to punch ELP in the head, as much as I want to tell Ace Shack he's a flog, Kid Valiant's okay. I like that belt that Will Walker has, but it is what it is. That's an up and coming company where there's no egos in the locker room. Everyone is a great person. Everyone gets along, and they realize that we're a community. So shout out to MXW. That's great. And Australian Outlaw Wrestling is a no ring company. They run shows around regional Victoria. They have some in metropolitan area. They're great. They're incredible. And I was at a show of theirs on Saturday. I had the best time with me and my friends, man. I'm thankful to share moments like that. So AOW, MXW, I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to offer in the future. Hope I can work with them. It's going to be great.
Links in the
Australian
description, guys, for that,
especially-
because
Especially if you're a Victorian dude, you have so much range and companies to work for. It's not funny. You have so much opportunities for work, and that's why people like great professional wrestlers like Tali, great professional wrestlers like Tyson Reed, they're coming down because they know Victoria's a land of opportunity. But anyway, so let's get back on track. I had a
but
little.
we've got the majority of the and again, I'm not being biased to any of the other states here in Australia, but we have
I'll be
probably the
biased.
best.
Victoria's the best. I'll be biased. Victoria's
Mate, I've got to be impartial. This is a show where I would like to have more people on. So if I was to say, yeah,
we have the Natural Classics, the hardest working tag team in the industry, the cleanest boys you can go. Their heads are so screwed on. We have Slex, the most vascular man I've ever seen in my life. So gifted as far as professional wrestling and build goes. That man is the peak. I know it's coming. I know I'm going to leave for America soon, bro. And before I go, I need to beat Slex because that's how I know that's how I know that I'm ready.
Well, he was signed to Ring of Honor. If you could beat a former Ring of Honor talent, you can make it anywhere.
There's a reason why Buddy Matthews is coming down here winning the belts. A worldwide superstar like Buddy Matthews, who was my favorite wrestler when I was 11 years old, is coming back because he knows that this is where it's at, bro. Australian wrestling is so far on the come up, it's not funny. And even companies like MCW, who are importing talents from other states, they are exposing everyone to what this country has to offer. Companies like PWA, companies like EPW. You ever watch a Taylor King match?
Taylor King.
Fucking superstar.
Yeah.
Freaking superstar. Unreal. Freo's finest, lad. You ever watched a Matt Hayter match?
Yes, I have.
Top of the range.
He's fantastic.
Australian wrestling is so good, and I'm so glad that people are getting exposed to it now. It's incredible.
Well, you're speaking of all this, and you've listed some absolutely phenomenal companies to work here in Australia. Do you have any plans? Because we had the owner and head promoter of World Series Wrestling, Adrian Manera. Have you thought about contacting him to get yourself on their October show?
I'm not ready.
And why not?
Straight up, I'm not ready.
Why not?
Look at the talent on that show. Superstars. Years and years and years of experience. And some of Australia's finest. I know I'm not one of Australia's finest just yet. I'm a rising stock. But I can't compare with the Pereira. I can't compare with Chris Basso. I can't compare with Robbie Eagles. I can't compare with Mick Moretti. We're getting there, and that's the goal. That's step one in the plan, is to take over Australia. Step two is take over the world. And we're going to get there. Give it time, my friend.
All right.
Good things come to those who wait.
That's true. That is very true. I just like the way you've answered this. You were very humbled about it. Do you have a time frame?
I know when to be straight up.
I
know when to be straight up, and I can tell you right now, I'm just not good enough. But what can we do? We'll move on.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we're nearly out of time, but I want to get onto something that I've noticed, and the first time I noticed your tattoos. The first thing that I always notice about your tattoos is the top one around your neck. God's soldier.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about it.
Again, like I said, when I was younger and I was abusing substances and alcohol, I had no direction in life, and I had that real bad wake-up call. And it might sound corny and all, but I believe that I found God, man.
Mm.
I had an awakening when I was throwing up in a pool of my own vomit after a massive alcohol-fueled night. I just got down on my knees and I prayed and I said, God, I need my life to improve.
Mm.
And it did. It really did. And I'm very thankful. And every day I'm blessed. I'm blessed to live the life I am. I'm blessed to be healthy. I'm blessed to be in a business that I love. I'm blessed to have a job that I love. I'm so thankful.
And that's why you've called yourself God's soldier, because of your commitment to God here.
I'll always be fighting for what God gave me. It's never enough to repay.
Mm.
As far as the rest of the tattoos, they're all pretty random. I've got tattoos of Minoru Suzuki. I've got tattoos of Luthez. I've got tattoos of just random eagles and my
Who
last
in
name.
rightful mind gets a tattoo of Luthez? I mean, like he's a friggin' legend, but that just seems so incredibly random.
Because Luthez was one of the first people back then who wasn't a carny piece of crap who conned his talent and ran away to other towns.
He was also one of the first people to use body oil as well.
We like that though.
Yeah, just true.
We need that muscle. Luthez is a specimen. No, we're grateful for people like Luthez, people like Vern Gagne, Maurice Tillett, Frank Gotch, back in the way back days. Like I was saying before, George Hackenschmidt, Fritz von Erich. We're very thankful for these people.
Right.
Because that's how you tour and that's how you become professional.
I am so impressed with your knowledge of professional wrestling, just naming off a lot of those names there. And I'm like, for a 23-year-old to know that.
I like to tell people that I'm basically Billy Robinson with tattoos and six pack.
Oh, God. Well, it's time to ask the staple question here on What If It's Cool. Harrison, what is something that you find cool that nobody else does?
Bro, guinea pigs.
Wait, what?
Guinea pigs.
Okay, explain. What? Why?
Bear with me 1 sec.
Okay.
Come on, fellas.
This should be interesting. Didn't think it was going to be guinea pigs, kids. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting.
So, these are my boys. This is Mash.
Hey, Mash.
And this is Potato.
You are so cute. Oh, they're so cute.
Mash and Potato. So, guinea pigs are really cool. They're lovely animals. They need me. Look at this dude. He wouldn't survive in the wild. He needs me.
Sorry for people who are listening, but these are very, very cute. Animal. Oh my God.
They're great, man.
Okay, now, yeah, all right. You won me over. Yeah, they're cool. All right. I'm not an animal lover. I mean, I love cats, but I'm not like someone who.
There's a soft side, bro. There's a soft side to me.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting that. I was expecting, I don't know, cigars or.
I love cigars.
I don't know. I don't know. Because you're wearing Versace stuff, maybe Versace. I don't know what I was expecting there. It's just
cigars are a big favorite of mine, though. I love enjoying a cigar. You'll watch back at look at our photos from the show that shall not be named from this last Friday.
Yes.
You'll see me with a whiskey and cigar in my hand at all times, bro.
I will give you a lot of respect for that. I don't smoke anymore and I don't drink, but I thought it was very classy way you look there, and it was really cool.
Myself, Gino Gambino, I know he's a connoisseur of cigars and he enjoys a whiskey. Mark Williamson, shout out to Mark. But yeah, bro, I have some great hobbies. I keep myself busy.
Well, where can we all find you on all socials?
Socials. Please don't add my Facebook because that is personal, but my name on Instagram is @Harrison Quinero, just straight up. Look for the blue tick. That you paid
$25 for.
I don't have Twitter because I'm not a porn star or celebrity. I don't have Reddit because I'm not promoting porn again.
Mm-hmm.
But Instagram is the best way you can look at me. Otherwise, come to Victoria Professional Wrestling, come to MXW, come to AOW, and most of the time you'll even see me at the MCW show soaking it up with the boys.
Fair enough. I'm just wishing you made that OnlyFans. Whoops, sorry, that slipped out. But yeah, Harrison. Okay. Harrison, thank you so much for being part of the show. I expect very big things for you. I reckon, honestly, you are a rising star. Definitely look into getting in contact with Adrian at WSW when you're ready. And I'm glad that you are humble enough to say that you are not ready yet, but I'm sure 6 months to 12 months time, you'll be up there with the best of them. I guarantee.
Before we go, there are some talents that I do think are very much ready. People like Hex is a great upcoming talent, as much as I want to kick his head in. Kid Valiant is an absolute superstar. There's great talent out there, guys. Just watch as much Australian professional wrestling as you can, please. Anth Kava is a superstar. Tyson Reed is a superstar. James Slice Silva is a gun.
He's fucking awesome, that kid. I love him.
Watch as much Australian professional wrestling as you can. These guys deserve your time, and they will entertain you, I promise.
Guaranteed.
There is more to the world of professional wrestling than the WWE and the All Elite Wrestling stuff. Come to the dark side. Enjoy it. Also, go back and watch some National Wrestling Alliance from back in the day. Go watch people like Harley Race, people like Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, Ravishing Rick Rude. Watch them tear it up, man. Watch as much professional wrestling as you can, because you will learn so much and you will intake everything you can. Trust me, it is the best thing you can do.
100% agree. But you have missed one thing, because you mentioned NWA. The Funk Brothers. Absolutely fantastic wrestlers. And Stan Hansen.
We love Stan Hansen. He's a bit short for me to like. I feel like I'd bounce off Stan Hansen, but hey, if they can find someone like Stan Hansen who can wrestle me, if I were to compare Stan Hansen to any Australian professional wrestler, I compare it to Joel Bateman.
Yeah.
Very similar styles and very good professional wrestlers as well.
And they're both insane in the ring, and they're just absolutely fantastic.
Well, when Joel Bateman pops out someone's eye, then give me a call. But for now, Stan Hansen has that over him. But no, I'm a huge Terry Funk fan. I have his vinyl records from back in the day. I have his Love Song album. I love Terry Funk. Love the Funker.
All right, Harrison, thank you for being part of What If It's Cool. Hope to see you soon.
It's been an absolute pleasure, my man. I'm looking forward to watching this back and hearing what I have to say. I like the sound of my own voice.
Thanks, man.
And that's the end of that episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. Want more from What If It's Cool? Make sure to check out the YouTube channel, where you can find the latest episodes of Mukbanging Around, Reaction, and of course, the Vlogcast. And don't forget to follow the show on all socials. It can be found at What If It's Cool. Keep that support coming. And until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.